In today's video, we are going to go over the top 5 assault rifles in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies so you can take your zombies gameplay to the next level using the best max damage rifles in the entire game. What is going on, guys? T-Tizzle here, bringing you another YouTube video. In today's video, we are going to continue the Top 5 Friday series and go over what the top 5 assault rifles are in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. The assault rifle is probably the most versatile gun class in the entire game, so you want to make sure you are using the best ARs in this game to take your gameplay to the next level. If you guys do find this video useful or entertaining, please consider dropping a like, leaving a comment down below telling me what your favorite assault rifle is, and subscribing to the channel so you never miss another upload. And with that, let's go ahead and hop right into the top 5. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be the Holger. The Holger has the best in-class damage, making the gun feel like an LMG. It also holds 120 rounds when pack-a-punch, which makes this gun amazing at taking down large groups of zombies and big game bounties. My biggest issue with this gun is that it is rather slow with one of the worst mobilities of all of the ARs, which can be an issue in a zombies game with a time limit. But since this gun has amazing damage with a large ammo magazine, it has earned itself the number 5 spot on this list. And this is the setup I'm using on the Holger. So for the optic, I am using the slate reflector. For the barrel, I am using the 6 match to help with the bullet velocity and range. For the underbarrel, I am using the DR6 hand stop. This is really going to help with your strafing speed. For the ammunition, we are using the high grain rounds to help with bullet velocity and damage range. And then obviously for the magazine, we're going to throw on the 40 round mag. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the MTZ. My favorite thing about the MTZ is that it is like a hybrid between an assault rifle and an SMG. When pack-a-punch, this gun holds 100 rounds, which is extremely good for taking out larger groups of zombies, minimizing the times you have to reload. But where this gun really stands out for an assault rifle is in its mobility. This weapon has the best in-class mobility for an assault rifle and one of the best fire rates. And the main reason I have this weapon above the Holger is because its damage output is on par, but due to the massive buff you get in fire rate and mobility makes this gun just slightly better for me, which has earned itself the number 4 spot on this list. And this is the loadout that I am using on the MTZ. So for the optic, we are using the slate reflector. For the barrel, I am using the MTZ Clinch Pro barrel to help with bullet velocity and damage range. The ammunition is the high grain rounds to also help with bullet velocity and damage range. For the magazine, we're going to use the 50 round drum. And then finally, for the stock, we're going to use the MTZ Light Strike telescopic stock. This is really going to help make this gun feel like an SMG and extremely help the mobility. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the SVA. This gun does way better than the stats give it credit for. If you were only looking at the stats, you would think this is a gun that has a horrible fire rate and terrible recoil and nothing more than that. But in reality, this gun has one of, if not the best damage outputs in the class and does the absolute best at taking out special zombies and big game bounties. This to me is definitely the most underrated assault rifle in the entire game, and if you guys haven't gave this gun a shot, go ahead and put it on and try it out. But due to how good this gun does against special zombies, it has earned itself the number 3 spot on this list. And this is the loadout I recommend putting on the SVA. So for the optic, I put on the slate reflector, but this comes down to personal preference. For the barrel, you want to put on the STV precision barrel to help with that bullet velocity and damage output. For the ammunition, you want to use the high grain rounds to get better damage range and bullet velocity. For the magazine, you want to use the 60 round mag. And then finally, for the stock, you want to use the FT TAC Elite V3 stock to help with that recoil control. Coming in at the number 2 spot is the brand new assault rifle, the BP-50. This gun is just overall amazing, and there truly is nothing too bad I can say about this weapon. It has one of the best fire rates, little to no recoil, and has amazing damage. Plus, the gun just looks futuristic, which is always a plus. This is extremely versatile and does good in virtually all situations. It is good up close, mid-range, far range, good for taking out large groups of zombies, and good at taking out the big game bounties. My biggest complaint is that this gun has a rather small magazine coming in at only 100 rounds, and it is easy to deplete your ammo extremely fast with the fire rate on this gun. But the damage really does make up for that, making it not a big issue. So due to how great and versatile this weapon is, it has earned itself the number 2 spot on this list. And this is going to be the loadout I would use on the BP50. So for the barrel, I am using the Lore 9 heavy barrel. This maximizes the damage output on the weapon. For the underbarrel, I threw on the DR6 hand stop. This is to help me with that strafing speed so I can move a lot quicker while aiming down sights. For the ammunition, I threw on the high grain rounds to also help with bullet velocity and damage range. Obviously for zombies, you're going to want to put on the biggest magazine, which is the 45 round mag. And then if you enjoy the iron sights, you could go ahead and remove this and pick another attachment, something like probably like a rear grip or a stock. But for me, I do not like the iron sights, so I use the slate reflector. And coming in at the number 1 spot and still holding the title as the best assault rifle in the game is the MCW. You guys have heard me say it before, but the best way to describe this gun is that it is a Mr. Do-It-All type of weapon. This is by far the most versatile gun in the entire game. It has the best recoil pattern, making it basically a laser beam, an extremely fast fire rate, and very good damage mowing down the big game bounties. The MCW and the BP50 are extremely similar, but the main reason I give this gun the edge is because it holds 120 rounds, which can be the difference with taking out a larger group of zombies. But at the end of the day, you really can't go wrong with either weapon, and no matter which one you choose, you will be destroying all of the zombies in the lobby. But due to how versatile this gun is and having slightly more ammunition than the BP50, it has earned itself the number 1 spot on this list. And this is the loadout I recommend putting on the MCW. So the optic is still personal preference. I use the MK3 reflector on my MCW. For the barrel, I use the 16.5 inch MCW Cyclone long barrel to help with your bullet velocity and range and recoil control. For the underbarrel, I throw on the DR6 hand stop. This is going to help with your strafing speed when shooting at zombies. For the ammunition, I would put on the 5.56 NATO high grain rounds to help with bullet velocity and damage range. And then finally for the magazine, you're going to want to put on the 60 round drum. And that is going to do it for the video, guys. If you did find this video useful or entertaining, please consider dropping a like, leaving a comment down below, and hitting that subscribe button. And keep in mind, guys, this is still just my personal opinion, so if you believe there is an assault rifle I left off of the list that I need to try out, let me know down below what your setup is, and I will go ahead and try it out. And if you guys want to see how good the ray gun is after being buffed in Season 2, make sure you check out the video in the link in the description below. And with that, I will catch you guys all in the next one.